back and don't care what I do. Yeah, mama, what's the matter with you? Said it ain't satisfactory, baby, don't care what I do. You think a brown skin wanna make a rabbit move to town, so jet back wanna make a mule kick his stable down. Oh, brown skin woman will make a rabbit move to town. Oh, but a red black woman will make a mule kick his stable down. Yeah, they know heaven, there ain't no fun in hell, sir. Where I'm going when I die, you know, body tell. Oh, they know heaven now, ain't no fun in hell. Oh, where I'm going when I die, can't nobody tell. Well, my black mama's face shine like the sun. Oh, lipstick and polish, oh, ever now, my black mama's face shine like the sun. Oh, lipstick and polish, well, it's oh, ever now. Well, you see my milk car, tell her, hurry home. I ain't had no milk since that car been gone. If you see my milk car, tell her to hurry home. Yeah, I ain't had no milk since that car been gone. Well, I'm going to the racetrack to see my pony run. He's the best in the world, but he's running son of a gun. I'm going to the racetrack to see my pony run. He's the best in the world, but he's running son of a gun.
I know the record collectors, you know, they're stuck with their old Paramounts and things, you know.
Yeah.
I guess they're still looking for a couple of your 13,000 Paramounts that are really very scarce, you know.
Yeah,
sure,
yeah. That's right.
But there's quite a controversy going over now as to whether you played or sang with Louise Johnson.
Well, I commented her along because she was my little girlfriend, and she was a good piano player.
How old was she?
Oh, at that time she was around about 19 to 20, somewhere along in that category. And she was nervous. She's all right, you know, down home, you know, for the country balls and things like that. And
well, the pressure's on in the studio.
Yeah, but she gets up there and at Grafton, Wisconsin, the Paramount. Well, quite natural, and it makes her a little nervous, you know.
Yeah.
And I was doing that to back up, you know, the chair, you know. Every now and then I said, oh, yes, come on, gal, come on. And that made her, you know, pick up a little better. She's a good piano player.
I can see you all night.
If you don't believe I'm bleeding down, cause some days I'm gone.
Lord have mercy.
You done caught me now, we say that I'm like you done caught me no more.
Ain't that a shame?
You done caught me now, we say that I'm like you done caught me no more.
The time is well.
Say you know about that girl, you ain't gonna be alone.
Play it. Play
Get a
it.
white boy. I mean a long time.
Who is you telling?
Can't get a white, get a black. I'm trying to keep up.
Oh, them blues is killing me. Hey, I had them all night long.
Well, whatever I done.
One right where I'm one right home.
Well,
Wonder where that pig leg was.
whatever I done. But it must be something my man have done to go me wrong.
Them I ain't gonna do it.
Now I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna walk these streets all night.
Hey, hey.
Well, I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna walk these streets all night. Cause the man that I'm loving, that's why he sure don't see me.
Whatever happened to her? Did she just disappear, or have you seen her?
Well, see, we went back the last time. That was after Lemon died, and we went back to the place called Robinsonville, and she lived on the plantation. We all call it Mr. Joe Kirby's, Kirby's plantation. And she was playing regular for a woman that lived in Memphis, but she was running this place down there on Kirby's. And her name was Lonnie Armstrong. Her number was 1409 Michigan. And she was just playing for her, you know, for little or nothing, to have a place to stay and drink and have fun, you know, without a lot of work. And he goes back. So she stays there a little while after we come back, about, I'd suggest about a couple of weeks. Then she left and went over in Arkansas. So, a little place called Stacy, Arkansas. So after then, I never heard from her no more. No.
Yeah, it's too bad she didn't record more. She was good.
Yeah. She could
After,
sing
you know,
good.
you can tell that she loosened up at the last couple of records in that session.
Yeah, sure.
She really got going.
I'd keep on nudging, you know. I'll play it, yeah. Lord. Well, that was me trying to boost her up, you know. Yeah.
Well, some people, you know, tried to say that Calco Davenport played piano, but he wasn't on there.
No, he wasn't. That is me and those Willie and them, Charley and them, they was sitting off the side, and I was right next to the piano with her.
How were the people? How did they treat the blues singers at the Paramount Studios? Were they...
Well, they was very nice. They was very nice, and they had a separate place to live. They had upstairs to it, and each one, if he desired to have his own room to himself, he could get it. But when we first got there and was unloading our little luggages, this would happen. I didn't even know this myself, but in traveling along, me and her, we would ride in the rear seat together, and so she kept on looking like loosening up to me, and I'm liking her too, and they kept on fooling around until we went to liking each other. So when we gets there unloading the luggage and everything, everybody get their own key to the room they want. So I was the last one getting all the stuff out, and so I come up, I say, all y'all done got your keys? And he says, yeah. I said, well, wait a minute, I ain't got mine. She says, oh, yeah. Says, I got ours. I said, what you mean ours? I said, oh, brother. And that started, brother. So she was, from that, my little girlfriend.
Yeah.
I didn't have this wife I got now. No.
Let's see, I don't have a great memory, but were you at one time married to Bertha Lee?
No, a lot
weren't.
of people thought that she used to be my girlfriend, but that was Charley Patton.
No, it was Charley Patton's wife. You know,
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
And a lot of them, by us being together a whole lot, then you know how people can start a thing. Oh, I believe some house is going with Bertha, see? And then all you got to do is say one word of a thing that's untrue, and it'll go all over the country in a day or two.
Yeah.
But if you tell the truth, it'll take it 10 years to get there. The truth travels slower than a lie. A lie goes fast. But the truth don't. No, I never was anything to Bertha, you know, in that way. But we just knew each other a good long time. And I used to play and she would sing, Charley would play. We just connected together like that during that year. Otherwise, nothing else.
Did you play often with Patton?
Charley?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
not
did you play at the
too
same
regular.
places?
Oh yeah, we played the same places.
But not
Yeah.
together.
Not together too much.
There's a little boy we'll keep moving in this Lordy. You can plant your cotton and you won't get a half a stay, Lordy. Oh, Weavil, why you need a hole, Lordy? Louisiana didn't take a little while, pretty bold on her. Well, I started for Weavil, Lord, I snake, Lord, of Indiana on her. The next time I see them, Lord, they had his family there on her. Oh, Weavil left, take a lot of business very well on her. Where you going now? I'm going down to Mississippi, going to get a little down the hill on her. Boy, we was headed for her, thank God till you fell on her. I let that boy suck all the blossom and leave you a happy square on her. The next time I see you, I had your family there on her. Boy, you little white witch sit out on the hill on her. Boy, you told the wife, let's take this for the hill on her. Boy, you told the wife, said I believe I'll make a Lord on her. All I want to tell all about her. Let her leave in Louisiana and go to Arkansas on her. Well, I saw the boy Weavil, Lord, I sang a lot of Indiana on her. Next time I see him, Lord, he had his family there on her. Boy, Weavil told his father, I think I'd see you fell on her. Some all the blossom and leaves, I had to square on her. Go, Weavil, where your needle hold on her. More than where the rain cotton and corn on her. Go, Weavil, while I treat me foul on her. Next time I see you had your family there on her.
he was my commenter. Now, when I first met Willie, he's playing by himself. Charley was playing by himself. Now, Willie and Charley knowed each other before I knowed down one of them. But they wouldn't play together, and they couldn't set horses no kind of way together, and they didn't get along together good. They was born and raised up down the place they called Dockery's.
Dockery's Plantation.
Dockery's Plantation.
Yeah.
Charley had a brother, we better call him Son Patton. That's Charley Patton's brother. But them and Willie didn't seem to set horses. But quick as me and Willie, we got acquainted, and Willie, he could lead much, and then he'd comment behind me. He done that about 15, 16 years.
Yeah. Did you and Willie play a lot of jobs together, or did you mostly just play for fun?
Well, no,
play
we
with-
call ourselves, we call ourselves get a little pay, at that time.
You were
It
playing
was
for-
big to us.
You were playing for money at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we playing for money. Yeah.
Mhm.
Playing for money and a drink. So,
Yeah.
well, money we play all night long. We get $1.50 or $2.50, and all the corn whiskey we could drink. We was satisfied. We didn't care. We play all that Saturday night, play all day Sunday too. I didn't care. We didn't care.
I leave there, I'm gonna catch that him and now when I leave there, catch that him and I'm going way down south, wine, never been there. I had a notion, Lord, and I believe I will. I had a notion, Lord, and I believe I will. I'm gonna build me a mansion out on the Cater Hill. All of you men ought to be ashamed of yourself. All of you men ought to be ashamed of yourself. Going around just swine folk, Lord, you got a whole woman by yourself. Kill my woman till she lay down across the bed. I started to kill my woman till she lay down across the bed. And she looked so ambitious till I took back everything I said. Asked her how about him, thought and she said alright. And I asked her how about him, thought and she said alright. But she never showed up at the shack last night.
We made our living at home, knew our way of living anyway, and we wasn't worried about it. So come down to these companies, Paramount's, and also another little company in Jackson, Mississippi. Like that, we didn't get much out. The first recordings I got, my check was $40. I never will forget it, $40 in expenses.
Yeah. A lot of money then.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a big shot.
How did you get in touch with the Paramount Studios? How did they find you, or did you go to them?
No, they came to me. This fellow was kind of on like a little tour. He just was out looking for talents.
Scout.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he run up on me. You know, Charley was already in with him at Lula, Mississippi. And then by him looking for other talents, Charley then told him about me and represented me to him. So then he drove out to my auntie's house where I was, then to tell me, talk with me concerning of it. So I says, well, yeah, I was glad to get the opportunity. So then he writes me up and he leaves $100 of expenses, and they had 4 more guys that was already recording from. That was Wheeler, Ford, Archie, Puckon, and Mosby. They sang Christian songs. And it wasn't their time for recording, but Wheeler Ford, he the only one that owned a car, an old Buick. So then they give him money for the expenses of the car to bring us to Grafton. So that's the way I got started in and through like that. Charley and Bertha, they were together at that time too, getting together. Willie, he was living up to Robertsonville, Mississippi. Him and Louise, he was living up there. And I was living down to Lula, Mississippi.
Who were some of the other singers that you played with about that time, or knew in the area?
Back at that time that I played with?
Well, yeah, players that you knew and heard around.
No, I was playing by myself.
Yeah. Well, I read somewhere that you knew Rube Lacey.
Rube Lacey, that's what started. He's the guy that gave me the idea to start to playing with this bottleneck. I didn't even know nothing about playing, but he's playing with a medicine bottle. And I started off trying it, and I broke the thing and cut my finger. And I liked the sound of it so well, I says, oh, I'm going to think of a better remedy than this. So I thought of this remedy, what I got now. I said, I know that ain't going to break. Yeah. And so that was during the time me is starting off to learning how to play in this tune. Yeah, from Reuben Lacey. Oh, Rube Lacey. All them old boys is dead and gone.
Well, all I know is what I can read, you know, in some of the books that are available, and most of that information is possibly not true. You know, just like we found here, we've just been talking and found some errors. But I remember reading someplace that Robert Johnson. Did you taught Robert Johnson? Helped him along?
Yeah. Me and Willie Brown. We started off, he's around about between 15, 16 years old.
Is that all?
That time, yeah. That was at Robertsonville, Mississippi, and he was brought up on a man's plantation out west from Rochester. That's the thing about my home. So they had a lake called Rochester, Robertsonville. On a man's plantation named Mr. Richard Levman. He was brought up and raised out there on Mr. Richard Levman's plantation. education. He could blow the harmonica good at that age, but he got the idea that he wanted to play the guitar. And his mother and father, they didn't like for him to be out on the Saturday night because the crowd was too rough, you know. Them guys get to drinking that old corn whiskey and dipping snuff and using all kind of language, fighting, and they was afraid for him to be out at that age. But he'd let them go to sleep, and he'd crawl out the kitchen window right easy and come on and find me and Willie Brown. Yeah, we'd give him scoldings about us the people when we set the guitar down for the rest and go out. Then he'd go and get it and be banging, couldn't play, but that just noise people, they didn't like that. And they said, "Why don't y'all stop that boy?" And go and score, "So Robert, don't do that, you're warning the people." You know, I'd give him a little scolding, he'd quit a little while. But still, after he got it in him, he just wanted to learn to play it. And I said, "Well, you wait till this is over with. And maybe Sunday night or Monday night, you come over to the house and I'll give you some little sketches of it." Sure enough, he called me Mr. Son. You know. I said, "All right, okay, Mr. Son." So I'd show him, you know. Willie and he would show him. He didn't do it too long, over maybe I'd say a couple of weeks, something like that, on weekends. And his mother and them scolded him so much about it, they didn't want him to do it. He ran away and went over in Arkansas, Brinkley, Arkansas. He went over there and he picked up a little job. It wasn't nothing but plowing. You just call him a plying. Most any youngster then could plow a mule. And he bought an old guitar and had 6 strings on it, but after he come learning the strokes of them, it just got in him. Then he put an extra string on it. He done it himself. Made 7 on a 6-string guitar.
Which string was it?
That is above the big E. And he hooked it in there like that, and me and Willie, then we was playing out a little place called Banks, Mississippi. That is about 10-12 miles east from Robertsonville. And he helped me in with the guitar on the show. And I looked, and the guys was dancing all the places back. I said, "Bill," I told him Willie Brown. He says, "What?" I said, "Look who's wiggling through the crowd with a guitar." He says, "Well," I said, look. I said, "Little Robert," we all call him Little Robert. He said, "Well, said, it sure is." I said, "Now, what do he think he gonna do? He ain't gonna notice these people till they wiggled until he got over there. Hey, Mr. Son. Hey, what you say, boy?" We stopped playing. I said, "Where you think you're going with that thing?" "Oh, I want to play a little bit. When y'all get tired, you let me play some." I said, "Robert, I don't know. I don't think we could afford to do that. Maybe the man we playing for wouldn't like it so well. I don't know, just give me a try. I want y'all to hear me." I looked at Willie and winked my eye. I says, "Okay, wait a minute." So I go tell the guy that we was playing with, you know, to let him go ahead and don't make a fuss over it. I said, "We want to see what he didn't like." And we got up and gave him the seat. Then he started playing. "Well, y'all tell y'all now, this is the Tailplane Blues." I said, "Now let's see what's gonna happen." He got started, and that little scout was going, and then me and Willie, our mouths was open. Oh, no, no.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
Did he always play with 7 strings? After that?
After then, yeah. He just kept it up.
The records he made were 7 strings?
Yeah, he just kept it up.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir, sure did.
Well, he got pretty good. He got very good.
Yeah, he did. He's very young. I give him a good chastising about how it is and playing for these old Saturday night balls and things. You're liable to get hurt or killed, because long at that time that was happening pretty regular. Every other Saturday night or two, somebody got stabbed or got shot or something. It wasn't much to it in those days. If you was a good worker and stood pretty good with your boss man, they didn't care. If you wasn't no good, you just did somebody. You just get up that Monday morning and catch his mule and go back to work. Everything was all right. Him and the judge, they fix it like they want to. It wasn't that much to it, not important then it is now. That wasn't too much important. If you wasn't a good worker, is that other guy, if you got killed that Saturday night, you just dead. And the other guy beat you blind or working the hardest, he just win. Them out going to court or something other court, that didn't mean nothing. Not then. If it's what that judge said or what Mr. So-and-so spoke up for you, and that is the whole court that got it. Didn't make no difference. So I told him, I said, well, Robert, I said, now you don't like to play the people like to hear you play. I said, well, here's one thing you got to do. I said, we've been in this work now a long time. We know about it. I said, a lot of these snuff-dipping women and drinking this old corn whiskey and getting half drunk. And you like every woman you see that got on a dress, because he's a woman lover. I said, you had to watch out for that stuff too. I said, sometimes they get half drunk, they don't mean it. They don't really be in love with you. Come by and pat you on the shoulder and call you daddy. Play it again, daddy. I said, don't let that run you crazy, do you get killed. See? Soon enough, after I explained that to him, for the truth, it wasn't over about little better than 2 weeks or more, that his mother, she got the telegram that he got killed. And his stepfather, we would call him Dusty. And we called Robert, Little Robert, Dusty, at the time when he's a small boy. And so Dusty then, he comes and tells us the news. Me and Willie said, well, I told that boy about them things to watch out for it. And that's what happened.
What did Robert
Greenwood?
What did Robert look like? Was he a big or small?
No, he was small, something like 175, 80 pounds, something like that, about 5 feet, somewhere in that category. A little lighter skin than I am, a little more, no mustache or nothing. He's a nice kid.
I hear he was very shy.
Yeah, he was, yeah. He's very shy. Didn't involve himself in too much trouble, no more than he just liked women so well he didn't have sense enough to how to protect himself by liking women. He see one he like, he don't look around or wait to see who boyfriend or husband or nothing. He's just go to jiving with it, you know. That's what I was making him cautious of. But you had to watch out for that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad he died so young, because he would have had a great future. Like Muddy Waters. Muddy did very good.
Yeah, he had a good start off. But he was kind of a little too fast. The girls, they liked him, things like that. And that's what I tell him about. Regardless of how the girls like you, don't let that run you crazy now. You got to think of something else too, because that's most the dangerous thing there is the girls. If they don't do it, they'll get you into it. Somebody else will do it. Yeah.
Well, what do you think of this the revival in your music? You know, and the recent interest in Son House again.
Well, I tell you,
after all those years of
yeah, well, it surprised me. You know, I didn't figure this would ever be again. You know, and Dick Waterman, after he found me, he talked me back into it, and I explained to him. I said, "Well, you take these college kids and things." I said, "They won't be interested in these old blues anymore." I didn't figure it ever come back. So me and him goes on the first tour, all around from Chicago, Denver, and on down in California, and all in place. And before we got away from down in California, we left for 3 weeks, but then 2 months and 2 weeks was the end of the show. And then they wanted us to come back by Denver, back through the same way we went down. So in that time when we got back, by Denver, them places, some of them college kids had done bought guitar, man, and it was hitting the blues.
Yeah.
He said, "What did I tell you?" I said, "Well, blow me down."
Well, they're playing your stuff now, you know.
Yeah.
The rhythms, you know,
See,
the Delta stuff. I mean, they're
I
playing.
never would have thought it would come back.
Yeah.
And a lot of them can really wail it, too.
Woman, you get you another man. I Solomon swear, Lord, I read my right hand. And I'm gonna get me a woman, babe. You get you another man. I got a letter this morning. How do you sing it red? Oh, hurry, hurry, girl, you love is dead. I got a letter this morning. How do you ring it red? Oh, hurry, hurry, the gal you love is dead. I ain't got my suitcase. I took her up the road. I got that, she's laying on that cooling bowl. I grabbed my suitcase. I took her up the road. Oh, when I got there, she's laying on the cooling bowl. Well, I walked up close, I looked down in her face. Good old gal got to lay here till my day. I walked up close and I looked down in her face. It's a good old gal got to lay her till judgment day. I tell now, I feel low down this evening. Oh, my woman's so black, she said, a part of this town. Can't nothing grow when the poor girl is around. My black mama is a part of this town. Oh, can't nothing grow when the poor girl is around. Oh, some people tell me the words blues ain't bad. This is what's so feeling that I ever had. Some people tell me the words blues ain't bad. But is it what's so feeling, Lord, I ever had? I told my arms that I walked away. That's all right, Mama, your trouble will come someday. I pulled my arms, Lord, I walked away. Yeah, that's all right, Mama, your trouble will come someday.